I didn't know what I wanted out of my Cursillo weekend, but I remembered the advice someone had said to me before I moved. He said, whatever happens, accept every invitation. So I went. And I met some nice people. I had a weekend of sun. I met people actively practicing their faith. I listened to thought-provoking talks. And that was that. Only it wasn't. I found myself reviewing my Cursillo notes when I got home. I continued to feel drawn to the acceptance I felt from the Cursillo community, to the Spirit of Christ. Rose was also on my Cursillo. She lives near me, and we started church hopping, trying to find an environment which spoke to us. We also checked out an Altrea, a reunion of multiple Cursillo groups. Soon after, we started our own group. Each of the women in our group brings something different to the table. Our commonality is the desire to be closer to Christ. We meet at Stacy's house. Stacy opened her door to us just a couple weekends after she had moved. Tracy had never met Stacy before, but she jumped in to lead us in our first group action, blessing Stacy's house with the Holy Spirit. When we gather in Stacy's living room, we enter a sacred time of trust, of learning from each other. We support each other, and we encourage each other to face our weaknesses. A common theme among our group is the frustration of not knowing Christ's plan for us, of not being in control. Let me say that another way. In our group are women who are leading their business departments, women who minister to the poor and to people in prison, women who deliver the Eucharist to nursing home residents, who volunteer for their church and who run a family. And yet each of us, at some point or another in the last year, have said, I don't get it. This faith thing is hard. I'm trying to trust, and I just don't know where Christ is leading me. Now, sure, in the back of our minds, we know that Christ is leading us to everlasting life. Come on, let's admit it. Sometimes all we really want to know is if we're going to get that job interview, or finish that PowerPoint on time, or heal a relationship. The women in my group have become my friends. These women challenge me, they hold me accountable, and they carry me along Christ's path. Because they are Christ. They are the Holy Spirit in my life. It's pretty cool to hear Christ speaking to me through someone else.